Howdy friends, I'm Jared, this is omnivorebladeworks. News from the shop 2021, October 25th, which is the typical day I do shop updates. It's supposed to be 25th of every month. My heat treater locally stopped doing ostempering. So that means I'm delayed a little bit on my 1095 batch, which means instead of just doing all the short stuff that was normally done locally, which is this stuff, bop, I'm going to send everything to Kansas City along with some longer items that I was going to do anyway to Kansas City, Paulo heat treating. And then, so that means I got a bunch more grinding to do before I can send it out. 3V also has 4 long swords that I'm going to do before I send this batch out. And then that means like a whole another week, maybe 2 weeks of grinding and hand sanding before I can send out the batches. Tomahawks, while I'm not doing anything else, I'll be finishing up sheaths, making some more tan grips, sharpening, contacting old customers, and hopefully getting some more tomahawks out into the world. I'm going to push pause now and show you that I have plenty of handle blanks that are ready for their heat treated counterparts. And I also have a large tomahawk, battle axe, that somebody wants me to make for them. So that may happen. I'm gonna start making some wooden models and figure out if it's a feasible thing to do. So here's the other pieces that I gotta grind out before heat treat. I've got my John Carter fantasy swords. They're almost done. Just gotta do a little more handwork. 2 5160 bastard swords. 4 3V bastard swords of the same shape, and then 4 jungle swords, like a Magnum Razorback bush sword out of 1095. Now when it comes to the bastard swords, this is kind of where I'm stuck. I wanted to originally do a symmetrical cross guard, but then I got to thinking, that's kind of old hat. Why not do a American bastard sword and add on a Bowie knife style blade catcher guard, and then maybe some kind of a soft material or raspy zone in the blade, so that if a blade comes in here and you catch it, it'll catch back on this zone and you can twist it out of somebody else's hand. And maybe do some wicked ass python teeth serrations on the other side. I don't know. What do you think? I'd love to have some input on this before I start grinding, because once you cut the material off, you cannot put it back. One last thing I'd like to share in this video is this first generation of my unkindness sword. It turned out to be sort of a gladius, but it's skinny. So this might end up being a gladius for like the castle size thing, or maybe a kid could have it. You can see that the tang is fairly small, so in spite of the overall profile of this grip, you could shave it down for a smaller user if you wanted to. This green one actually is pretty slender as it is, and that might be one that gets shaved down. The 3 of them are micarta, black, green, and tan, and then the last one is going to be kind of fancy with this stabilized spalted maple end grain wood, which is going to be really pretty. And I might even use a silver hilt. I don't know, is it hilt or guard? I don't know. The guard might be silver, and each one of these will get a matching dagger. Definitely 2 of them will get matching daggers because they're already sitting there. As always, I got a billion irons in the fire and a baby to take care of, and it's almost Christmas already, so I'm going to keep on trucking and see how it goes. If you have comments, please leave them. And then, of course, if you have a specific order you'd like to discuss, email me at sressentials@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. The phone just doesn't work very well, so email is the best way to reach me. All right, we'll see you next month.